Detective Inspector Stuart Gardner ran across New Briggate before mounting the steps leading to the Grand Theatre 2 at a time. At the top, he banged on the glass doors with his right hand whilst displaying his warrant card with his left. They were quickly opened by a man as tall and gangly as a stoke, whose eyes were so intense that Gardner thought he was staring into a double-barrel shotgun. D.I. Gardner. Good grief, that was quick. I only rang a few minutes ago. Gardner glanced behind him. 2 constables pulled up and parked in the loading bay. The town centre was pretty quiet. Too late for the shoppers, too early for the club crowd, and the theatre-goers were already inside. Gardner waved them up the steps and all 3 men entered the building. Can you close and lock the door, please? And then tell me who you are. Paul Price, theatre manager. But where are the others? On the way. Gardner glanced around the foyer. Members of staff huddled together, some on the ground floor, others on the stairs leading to the circles, all with desperate expressions. The whispering stopped when he entered. All eyes turned toward him. Gardner addressed the young constables, pointing to one of them. I'd like you to stay here and guard the entrance. To the other one, he said, you walk all the way around the outside of the building and take a note of all the exits, including the windows. How did you get here so quickly? Asked Price. The manager had a habit of interrupting Gardner, something he didn't appreciate. He was annoyed enough already. Let's stick to what's important, Mr. Price. I need to see the crime scene. It has to be secured, and I can't do that standing here. Price turned tail and did as he was told, but his expression told Gardner that he was used to giving orders, not taking them. Gardner was escorted down a long, narrow corridor with cream-coloured walls that smelled of disinfectant and polish. On his right were the dressing rooms. Each door was closed. On his left, a notice board contained information of performance times, future productions, safety regulations, and very probably everything else anyone needed to know. To the right of the board was a set of double wooden doors leading to the stage. Behind them, Gardner could hear the frenzy of panicked voices. As he entered, he was greeted with a mixture of smells. Antique leather, makeup, sweat. On his left was a man with a pale complexion standing next to a mixing desk. From his right, a powerful breeze blew into his face. The huge roller shutter door at the back of the building was open. He wasn't pleased. Close that, Gardner told Price. He then surveyed the scene before him. The safety curtain had been lowered. Stage left was an old 2-seater leather settee with a narrow rug placed in front of it. On top of the table next to it was a decanter of wine with glasses. 2 small tables elsewhere on the stage had brassware and candlesticks, all of which had been neatly coated with cobweb spray. He glanced upwards. The backdrop was an oak-panelled library displaying shelves crammed with a selection of leather-bound, dusty tomes. Hung at strategic intervals, posters advertised films in which tonight's guest actor, Leonard White, had had starring roles. A log-effect fire created a comforting ambience. The whole thing reminded him of the old Universal horror films of Boris Karloff and Bela Lugosi, especially the corpse at the end of the rope.